Hey guys, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Um, Still feeling a little bit under the weather and stuff, but I told you that I would be recording this weekend, so I'm gonna record this weekend. Uh, the lighting's pretty bad in here because, as usual, it's getting dark again, and I've got all the lights in the room turned on, but probably still won't be enough. Um, yeah, again, I'm using the webcam because lately my camera has been like trying to shut off all the time, and it's not the batteries because the batteries are full. So I'm not really sure why it's doing that, but that's why I'm using the webcam right now. Um, I am doing an anime review, and I'm gonna be doing a few like this. They're just like OVA anime reviews, because they're like based on some of the manga that I love like the most, and I really wish that they would be more than OVAs, but they're not. I didn't write any notes for this. It's going to be on the fly, so you'll get to see the derpitude that is this setup. Derpitude, which we are coining now. It's a thing. Derpitude. Massive failure. Alright, so getting started. The OVA that I'm talking about is about 4 episodes long. It's Pet Shop of Horrors, and it's based on this manga here. Alright, so basically, um, what Pet Shop of Horrors is it's a bunch of short stories, basically. Um, the overall background plot deals with Count D and his grandfather's pet shop. He runs the pet shop. He's a very androgynous man, this is him. Um, Very mysterious guy, but he runs a pet shop in Chinatown in Tokyo or whatever, and his shop is just a very, very special shop. Like it sells more exotic pets, and I don't really want to give away what some of the pets are because like they look like they would be very exotic pets, but they're coined as normal, or at least some of them are. But yeah, they're very exotic pets, and each of them has a very interesting story behind them, along with the owner having a very interesting story behind it. So he runs this shop and caters to very different people. And apparently, a lot of stuff happens with his shop that causes the people who buy the pets more often than not to come into death or like really unfortunate circumstances. So there's been this police officer who goes to the shop and tries to investigate, talks with the count a lot, and, tries to figure out exactly what's going on, but he doesn't really come to any solid conclusions about the count being at fault. It's more the people being at fault because they didn't follow rules that were specific to this pet. Because most of the pets have very, very specific rules because they are exotic pets, and if you don't handle them properly, things are going to go wrong. And more often than not, people screw up. So yeah, like I said, each of the pet owners is different each time. I haven't seen that there's more than one, like the same person getting more than one pet. I haven't read all of the series yet. I really want to, but I haven't read all the series yet, so I don't know if there's like repeat owners, but each of the pet owners seem to be different each time. The only two main characters, like I said, that seem to be showing up are the Count and the detective. See if I can find a picture of the detective, because then I could actually show you. There he is. Let's see. Okay, so that is the two main characters. Yeah, there's not a lot to discuss on the characters because, like I said, they're short stories. They're different each time. I'm pretty sure that the OVAs deal with the the subject matter that's just in this book, the first book. Let me flip through really quick and see. Oh dear. My screen, my screensaver tried to turn on. Because I like made my computer all fancy more recently. So now I've got a screensaver turning on and do. I'm hoping that the volume's gonna be good on this because I've been doing been trying to do live streaming stuff and I use a different program for live streaming to show like my desktop, and that particular program usually like cuts the volume down. I do have every intention of like getting a better microphone then, but right now I'm just in the derpiness. Yeah. Alright, so the story, this one was definitely in there. Let me see. That one was totally there. I know all of the OVAs, all of them come from stories that are actually in this book. Like they didn't make it up just for the anime. I'm trying to see if any of the other stuff is in there. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Alright, so two of the four OVAs come from the first book. I'm not sure where the other two come from, but I know that they're in the books. Alright, so originally like this type of book wasn't really my cup of tea. My friends got me this for like my 16th or 17th birthday, and I was like, oh, it's a manga, so I'm probably gonna love it. Even though like upon like the first glance I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not, but I opened it up and immediately fell in love with it. Like the very first short story that's in there, probably still my favorite. Still, I love it so much. So most of the stories are very dark, but they're very romantic or beautiful, and I tend to love that kind of story. So if you like dark romantic stories, you will probably like Pet Shop of Horrors. I personally like it. The art style is very, very true to the manga. It's beautiful, so of course I like the art. The characters are very interesting. They don't progress a whole lot because Count D really needs to be mysterious. Um, but you do learn a good bit about the two main characters. But I wouldn't say they develop or change or anything. Story, like I said, is very interesting. It's a bunch of short stories. I would say the OVAs are very, very true to to everything. So on a scale of adaptation from the manga to the anime, it's a 10 out of 10. They are absolutely perfect with one another. I will give the entirety of everything a 9 out of 10 though, because honestly, out of the whole thing, I really wish that it wouldn't be an OVA. I wish it would be an actual anime. So that's why it's getting a 9 out of 10, because it should really be a fully developed series. Ending with just 4 episodes, it's not enough. It's a really good series, so that's basically why I'm bringing it up. This is less of a review and more of a, hey, look at this series because it's really awesome. But really, like, give this a shot. Watch the OVA. I'll link it to you. And then, if you can, find a way to read the mangas because they are 100% worth it if you like this type of subject matter. So, yeah, I'm recommending it to you. I hope you enjoy it. But that's pretty much all I have to say, unless you want me to repeat the same stuff over and over. So I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'm gonna go play D&D, and I will talk to you later. And I will have a Homestuck video up soon. I will probably film it tomorrow if I can get my good camera to work. We will see. Okay. Bye, guys.